Tiny's weak force sequence. So right here, just like with Maeve, I would pay her because she hesitates to go into that tunnel. When she does that, I would pay her a couple times if needed. So you're blind. Similar with Maven, it's just more obvious now with Tiny because she's so much faster. You're blind in your front, both on this times when you do this. They're going to be a little bit late because they are difficult to get to, and you do a pretty good job. You do a great job, really, and she does a great job of responding. Um, but both your front and your blind could be a teeny bit sooner to create a little bit better turn there. And that's a nice job paying her for the weaves. So really late on the blind, you really right in her way. You should have been past that. I mean, you do a nice job as best you can to get there. In order to get there sooner, to get out of her way. And by the way, I like that you start um, switching to the arm as you're going across it. So in order to get here sooner, you're going to have to peel off sooner to cut this whole distance off. So you would need a little bit more lateral distance here. So your path, you go closer to that triple, close deeper in vertically towards the tunnel, and then peel off. You would need to run a line more like this to shave off that distance time. So see how you're just peeling off now? You would have had to peel off sooner. So you need both lateral distance to the triple and then vertically distance to the tunnel to peel off sooner to get there. Uh, so this, you're going to struggle a couple times with this getting down to that tunnel line. So right here, pay her after if it takes a couple times. Say, hey, look, take the tunnel, and pay her when she takes the tunnel. Do that a couple times. So front, we need to get to do it a teeny bit sooner. So not going in quite as deep to that green jump, just right here um, on the other side of the blue. Eventually, what I'd love to see you be able to do, and I'm sure that you will be able to get there, is be able to do maybe even a landing side of the blue front. In other words, layering it, sending her like this, and then you come across here. Um, that would be a really nice goal for you to get to. If you got a time in between the 3,000 other things that we're trying to do and train, just set this up, these three jumps and the weaves, and see if you can get her, maybe Mabin also, but especially with Tiny, see if you can get her to take that path like this with you doing your front cross on the landing side of the blue and then getting out of the way. That would probably give you the best and tightest result. Overall, just the best. It would be a great goal to work towards. Because as long as you're going inside there to do that front cross or the blind, it's going to be difficult with Tiny speed. And I think you do a nice job here. Um, of back chaining this tunnel after the. See your toe though? Your toe could be. See your toe right there? And where you're pointed, you could be more clear. If anything, you'd point a little bit on this side of the wing. When in doubt, I would rather see you point it. See your toe? you're pointing over to here. See your toe? If anything, point it a little bit on that side. Nice tunnel send there. Now, so really nice mechanics on that front cross. Just like the blind, in order to get there a little bit smoother, to be able to be out of her way the whole time, you're gonna have to peel off sooner. And then, as soon as you pick her up out of here, I would start doing just like we did in the drill and just saying, go, 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 and try to run, because as soon as she takes that, she wants to turn into you. By the way, it's also a little tricky because you're coming off of either the front or any of the crosses there. It's going to be a little tricky. And yes, I agree. You start rotating your shoulders really late, so she reads that as rear crossing the jump prior to, the green jump, rather than what we want is right here. Our goal should be to create the turn. You do a better job there, but still a little late. So she needs to know sooner that she's going to be turning there. So I agree. You're right. Like, see how much you're turned now? You should be turned that much, like even before she takes the jump. But you already noted that yourself, and I agree that you should be turning your shoulders a little sooner. You do better this time. And then you do a nice job, pretty nice job, staying out of the way. You could have probably been a little closer to more in the center there, but that's good. And I like that you paid her a couple times just for doing that part of it. Nice, and then nice patience waiting for her, and then paying her again for this. I think this is great. So, really nice job with Tiny this week also on the sequence. Really nice work. Yeah, so biggest thing, you need a little bit more distance on that back line from that triple to that tunnel in order to get to that last cross a little sooner. And boy, being just a little bit pickier with your toe, as small as that may seem of a thing, to point towards the jump a little bit more accurate. Make sure your toes are pointing when you do your sends to that jump after the weaves. Great job, Rumpelstiltskin.